Welcome, one and all, to a very special edition of my Gun Workshop series. What's so special about today's video? Well, today we'll be covering 2 weapons instead of just 1. This video was partially suggested again by Mr. LP Expert DE. When he wanted to see a video about the Renetti, I decided that since pistols in this game are rather simple, that I would cover both of the 9mm pistols available to us, the M19 and the Renetti. The M19 hails from the US of A and fires 9mm rounds at a decent rate of fire of a little over 300 rounds per minute. This pistol also offers a 3 to 4 shot kill to the body out to about 18 meters or so. Mixing in just one headshot in the closest damage range will allow for a very fast 2-shot kill, so headshots are definitely worth going for. This pistol has very low vertical recoil overall, but a good amount of side-to-side bounce. It also has a base magazine of 17 rounds, which is great for a pistol. As for the Renetti, the actual requested topic of this video, it comes to us from Italy, something fairly uncommon in modern warfare. Just like the M19, the Renetti has a fire rate a little over 300 rounds per minute, and a 3 to 4 shot kill potential with the possibility of a 2-shot kill by mixing in a headshot. Where this pistol does differ from the M19 is in range and starting ammo capacity. The range on the Renetti is a little longer, sitting at around 20 meters, and it also has a starting magazine of 15 bullets, so it's just shy of the M19 in that department. When it comes to recoil, the Renetti has extremely low vertical and horizontal recoil. It has less side-to-side bounce than the M19, making it a more accurate and consistent secondary weapon. The Renetti also has a burst barrel attachment that has a fairly heavy decrease in our range while offering a burst that fires at roughly 1,000 rounds per minute with a small burst delay. From what I've seen from testing and personal experience, you're honestly better off not using the burst function. It can leave you high and dry if you whiff even a single shot from that burst, which tends to happen with the increased horizontal recoil. Now that we've covered both of our weapons, let's get into the builds for both of these fine sidearms, starting with the American M19. For my personal favorite M19 build, I provide you with the Secret Agent. This stealthy build starts off with the tactical suppressor to keep us off the radar without sacrificing too much mobility. Next, I use the XRK-5 extended barrel to boost the pistol's range and bullet velocity, while only very slightly harming our already very fast ADS speed. Next, I use fully loaded to both let this weapon be a primary weapon and an ammo source for 9mm submachine guns. The 21 round magazines are nice as a little extra ammo boost for extended engagements. And this build is rounded off by the fantastic lightweight trigger to improve our rate of fire considerably. The Secret Agent is a great balance between lethality and utility. The tactical suppressor is great if you're running this weapon as a primary, as I am in these clips. But it could be swapped for a muzzle brake if you're using this as a secondary, since this gun mostly has horizontal recoil. The extended barrel is a great choice as it doesn't hurt your mobility at all while increasing our effective range. Fully loaded and the 21 round magazines allow for this build to be very versatile. If you're using an SMG primary that uses 9mm ammunition, say the AUG or the base Uzi, see links below for videos on those guns, then the fully loaded M19 will provide you with a much larger ammo pool to pull from for your primary SMG. If you're looking to run this as a primary weapon for fun, then these combined attachments give you a huge pool of ammo to fight, while also keeping the super fast reloads that much more infrequent. The best attachment for this build, or any pistol really, is the lightweight trigger. This is one of the few attachments that directly affects time to kill in this game, and with an increase to over 400 rounds per minute, the lightweight trigger is a fantastic attachment option. As a primary weapon, the Secret Agent is surprisingly fantastic at standard multiplayer, as I'm sure you can see in these clips. If you're running a 9mm SMG or even the 9mm M4 conversion kit in Ground War, then this would make a great secondary weapon choice there as well. Unfortunately, I don't see this weapon being all that great in Warzone, because unless it's early on in the match, pistols aren't really that viable of an option. As we move into the Italian 9mm, may I present to you the Renetti. The Renetti build is extremely similar to the Secret Agent with a couple of differences. We start off again with the tactical suppressor for all those stealthy bonuses with only minor mobility hindrance. Next, I use the Mark I extended barrel to heavily increase our range, bullet velocity, and vertical recoil control. I again use the fully loaded perk and the 21 round magazines to function both as a pistol primary and as a 9mm ammo pool. And again, we end with the oh so important lightweight trigger for a large improvement in our rate of fire. I've decided to name my Renetti build the Arditi in honor of Italy's elite shock troopers from World War I. The Arditi were known for their ferocity and elite tactics during the Great War, and with this build, you can be just as aggressive and effective. Side note, however, if you're looking for an interesting read, then check out the Arditi Wikipedia page. I'll link it below for any of you history buffs out there. Just like with the Secret Agent, the Arditi is a stealthy pistol built for the same offensive and utility purposes as the Secret Agent. Where this weapon does differ is in the barrel choice. The Mark I extended barrel is technically this pistol's long barrel, but I chose it as it's the only one that doesn't reduce our range. Instead, this barrel gives us a nice 4 meter or so boost to our range while also cutting down on our already super low recoil. This does cost some movement speed, however, but seeing as this is still a lightweight pistol, I wouldn't worry too much about that. The Arditi works great as a primary weapon in standard multiplayer. I would even argue that given the increased range and very low recoil, this weapon could remain a viable option if your ground war primary runs out of ammo. Again though, this pistol isn't particularly good for Warzone, especially after the burst barrel nerf. And that does it, folks. We've covered the two lightest pistols in Modern Warfare, the M19 and the Renetti. Again, I'd like to thank Mr. LP Expert DE for his suggestion on covering the Renetti. I really hope this video got you what you were looking for. Pistols aren't terribly customizable in this game, so builds aren't going to be abundant for them. But I'm confident that the Arditi will treat you very well. When it comes down to which pistol and which build you may prefer, it mostly comes down to which you like better, range or speed. The Secret Agent is a good deal faster than the Renetti, both in movement speed and reload speed. It does have more overall recoil to it, and its range is shorter, however. The Arditi is a slightly slower pistol with supreme accuracy and range. It's all down to your preferences. Secret Agent for speed, Arditi for range and accuracy. Either way, the weapons aren't terribly different, so you'll be having a blast with these regardless of which one you pick. Just remember that they are still pistols. Don't expect miracles in ground war or Warzone. And with that, I'd like to thank all of you who stuck around. I've really enjoyed making this video, as these builds were a ton of fun to use. What do you guys think of the M19 and the Renetti? Do you prefer these pistols over the others? Do you guys still use the burst barrel even after the nerf? Let me know in the comments below. You've all been great. I hope you have a great Sunday and a great week coming up. This has been Doodleman149. I look forward to seeing you all again, and I will see you later.